Go to visibility of the lights, right? So you press that button and it runs through all the lights. Look at that. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm standing here with Peter. He flew all the way from Södertälje, Sweden, just to see our beautiful blue Scania here in the USA, but also installing this really cool little remote that Scania has just released called the Pro Remote. So Peter, tell me about this thing kind of quickly, and we're going to be installing this in the truck today and testing out all the cool features this little handheld remote has to offer, right?
Yeah, it has to offer that the customer gets the weight data of the truck from outside, very handy, not to jump in and out of the truck when he's loading the vehicle, and make sure that he reaches the legal demands of what is possible to load on the axles.
And this is really cool technology, because this is not something we don't have this in the U.S. I mean, the American trucks, we have scales on trucks, but not to this capacity to where it's almost a standard. It is a standard feature in all trucks, but not the remote, of course.
No.
So here in the U.S., we weigh the trucks when we load them. We don't we don't weigh them. We load them up like if we're hauling dirt or logging, for example, something like that. We load it up and we hope.
Yeah.
We hope it's right. And then you go across the scales while you're going down the highway and you hope that you don't get a big ticket for being overweight. And what this does allows you to put all the weight on the truck, and if we had a Euro trailer plugged into it that had scales on it also, we could read that through the remote also. So as a driver of the truck, if I'm at a yard getting loaded with dirt or whatever the commodity may be, we could sit here and watch and tell the operator, well, that's enough, we're at our full capacity.
Yeah.
And this allows us to adjust our air suspension too?
Yeah, remotely. You can adjust air suspension, you can control the lighting, you can make the truck start.
Really?
Yeah, activate PTOs and also honk the horn if somebody's too close to your vehicle.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Especially for Ryan. Ryan he is so easy to scare. Well, this is really cool, remote start. And you can set maybe temperature inside the truck with this, or you preset that, then when you start it up, it does it. Okay. Well, this is what's getting installed in the truck today. It's going to have a handy dandy mount, and we're going to let Peter hop to it. He's going to go through the whole installation process. But first, we've got some other cool stuff.
Yeah, we brought some present for you as well from the Scania accessories side.
All right, let's check it out.
Come on.
Under the weather today, so I'm doing my best, but we've got some cool stuff here.
First off, we brought you some badges.
Oh, those are the badges.
Have you seen them before?
Yeah, from our commercial we made, yeah.
So this is a Scania style one. So you can
wow.
Look at these ones. These ones are cool.
Check that out.
Look at those ones.
I like the black.
And if you want to go
the
V8
V8
style.
So these are a factory accessory?
Yes.
Wow. It's like deep and laid in there deep too. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be dressing up the truck a little bit while they're here.
Yeah. And we also brought you some new cool wheel nut caps.
Okay. They've got that Swedish tape. It's really strong. Oh, V8s. Check that out. That's sick. All right. That's awesome. Whose idea was this? Was it yours?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Of course.
You just shoved all of it in your pockets and you're like, all right, we're going to the US. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And we've got
A present for Matthias.
So this is what's called the C300. I've got to know what this little black box, this is literally the little black box of Scania truck, similar to what an aircraft has where it records everything.
Yeah.
The last, I don't know, 4 or 5 months we've been running around without the black box. I mean, we had it, but it's having some issues communicating with US GPS and stuff like that. And this is one that Ted actually, my friend Teddy, you met Ted before?
No.
He's a good guy. I like Ted. But Ted came over when he was over here last in February, and we put one of these in, and we didn't quite have some parameters set right, but now this one, we're hoping, because this is a one-off thing. This is not something that is being made every day, because this is set for the U.S. geography and tracking and things like that. So Matthias actually had another one. Did he tell you the story?
No.
Matthias had another one all set up and done, and he shipped it to the U.S. and it got lost. And then they sent the package that this was actually in back to Matthias in Sweden, and everything was missing out of the package. So we went through the whole process of getting one of these custom made again, and it was lost in transit. So there's no way of losing this one with you bringing it yourself.
No, I was lucky in the border control.
Yeah. So we're going to be putting this in the truck, and this will help with a lot of the functions as far as we can tracking fuel mileage and all different things like that. Fuel consumption, well, obviously fuel consumption. Yeah, this is really, really cool. So we're going to be installing this in the truck today, programming this to talk to all the computers in the truck, and we're about to have a lot of updates on this thing. And we've actually got some really cool lights we may try to get put in the truck in this video. If not, it'll be in the next one. But I'll have to show you some really cool lights we have. You ever heard of Strands Lighting?
Yeah.
We've got some really nice stuff to go on this truck. I'm excited about that. But for now, let's get to, I'm going to let you get to doing all this wiring.
Thank you.
And putting all the Pro Remote in the truck, and we'll go from there. Well, guys, Peter has been going at it, getting everything done. He's installed an antenna up top, and that antenna extends the range of this remote to
500 meters.
500 meters, and in U.S. terms, it's like 1,500 feet. It's 3 meters and a foot, or 3 meters. Yeah, 3 feet and a meter, something like that. I'm always having to do metric conversions in my head when we're making videos of these trucks, but Pete says that this thing has remote start now. So right here on this screen, we can see what the weight is on the truck. So it's 10.1 metric tons, not American tons. So that's 10 times 2.23 roughly. It's like 22,000 pounds-ish. So yeah, right there. So they hit the engine button. So you just hold the start button.
Yeah, press it. You just press it once.
That's cool. That's a sweet party trick. That's really cool. So with the engine running, we can go here to the RPM screen and say if we had a PTO, we could press that button right there and it would turn the PTO on immediately. So then if we had like a remote, say for like a knuckle boom or something like that, we could have this in our hand while we're sitting up on the knuckle boom controlling it, or if we had like a handheld remote to run hydraulics, I could hit another button here and the truck just jumped up to 700 RPMs, which is roughly what you want your PTO to run at. Then we can hit another button right here and it drops it down to normal idle, and then we can control the RPMs manually, the plus or minus there. So we can drop back. We don't need the engine running, so we can turn that off. That's cool. We have a remote control Scania now.
It's like key fob.
but way more cool. All right, moving on. We can go to visibility of the lights, right? So you press that button,
Hold it.
and it runs through all the lights. Look at that. It's like a light show.
Yeah.
And then we can turn the lights on. Headlights. Hazard lights. This is going to be fun at truck shows. This is going to be so much fun at truck shows. Especially for Ryan. Ryan in the background. We can turn on the rear, oh, that's the running lights too. Look at that. And the rear work lamp. Let's see if that's on back here. Oh, it's not, but I think we have to turn that switch on from inside the cab. But all the other lights are on, so all the running lights on the truck, even the ones we've added that are not factory, are turned on. Wow. Now what's next here? We can check the status of our truck. I wonder if we can go in here and convert it to PSI and stuff like that. Because right now we're reading 10.5 bar on air pressure, 19 degrees Celsius outside. So what does that convert to in temperature?
It's cold here.
It's about 65 degrees, something like that, 70. And it even shows our fuel level and our oil level. So we could use this for doing like pre-trips without ever opening the cab of the truck or even opening the door, which is pretty crazy. So now we have another even crazier party trick. We have the level adjustment. So we can control the air suspension while the truck is sitting right here. Cannot tell me that's not cool. So he just dumped all the air in the truck. And then we can hit another button here, and it'll go back to the factory setting. You guys probably can't hear it, but you can see it moving. Check that out. And then I have preset. You can preset what's called M1 or M2 here inside the truck, so that whenever you have like a preset, you can hit a button there and it'll go to that presetting. So if you have it like all the way up at a certain ride height, or for loading or unloading something, you can do that. I have M1 in the truck set to just dump all the air completely out. Or at truck shows, we pull up to a truck stop or whatever, and it just dumps all the air out. I think it looks cool when it's slammed all the way on the ground. And then we'll hit the button one more time to pick it back up if it has enough air in the system. That's a lot of air being used. This thing has so many air tanks on board, it's crazy. But Pete, tell me, Pete, does anybody ever call you Pete, or is it always Peter? Pete's a big thing here in the U.S. for Peters. But so Peter, you're telling me there's some specific things about availability for these remotes.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, the remote, we have them in two versions,
Okay.
Pro Remote 1 and Pro Remote 2. Pro Remote 1, you only display the weight axles,
Okay.
weight on the axles, and Pro Remote 2, you have the controls. And Pro Remote 2 is limited now to Season 6 vehicles. That means that for your truck is a Season 6.
The older dash, basically.
Yeah, the older dash. That's the easiest part to
Yeah.
have them separated. For the new dash, it's not yet available because it's not cyber secured certified, but it will be in the future. So we are working on getting that up and running. So for European market that want to comply to GSR regulations, they have to wait a little bit longer.
Okay. So in layman terms, basically, this has to be cyber safe
Yeah.
to where no one can hack it and control the truck.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so that's what stuff we have to deal with today. But in most countries here in the U.S. and really only Europe, you said,
Yeah.
that's
Most countries in the Europe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be available soon for trucks with the new dash, but if you have the older style dash like we have with the needles that still move, this is available.
Yep.
Comes in a nice little box, everything, all the instructions to install it. Not too difficult.
No. It takes about 2 hours for an experienced mechanic.
It took you an hour. So that's everything you guys want to know about the Pro Remote. You can check out your local Scania dealer or make some phone calls and get a hold of one, get it shipped right to you. And then you can reprogram the truck and have what we have, which is really, really cool. But we've got some other cool stuff here. When we were in Spain, we seen these on the side of that super truck we were driving. I was like, dang, those look really cool. But Peter has brought us some V8 right here. And these are a factory accessory.
Yeah.
And these are new.
Yeah, brand new. You can get it in any Scania dealer.
That does look really good. Check that out. They're stainless with some double-sided tape on the back. So these are going to go right here somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we should look at the video to figure out exactly where they went before we just stick them to it. And then we've got our lug nut covers, which those look sick too. And those are going to go really good with our hub covers that Iowa Customs made us with the V8 logo already on them. So we're going to work on getting the lug nut covers put on, and then let's look up and see exactly where our new badges are supposed to go. We're not going to overdo it. I think this is just a nice small touch to add to the truck. Boom, one on. That looks good. Doesn't look too much either. I like it. I like it a lot. That's because it came from the factory. Come on now.
Yeah.
Ryan says it looks factory.
That looks good though.
We'll put these on your car.
No.
We'll put them on the Kenworth maybe.
Oh, there you go.
Having fun yet?
Yeah.
All of the double-sided tape. Okay, let's do the other side. What do you think?
Yeah.
Looks good?
Yeah.
Looks all right.
Looks professional.
Looks all right from Sweden's house,
Yeah.
right? From Scania's house. There you go. All right, now we have 60 lug nut covers to change.
Yep.
Shout out to our friends over at Lifetime Nut Covers, though. They always hook us up, and that's where we got these from. But some V8 lug nut covers, definitely triumph over these for sure. Trying to point them all towards the middle, maybe. Depends on our lug nut orientation here. We might get it. Wow, those snap on really easy, actually. But they do not come off that easy. Scania does not want me to come to Sweden or the warehouse where all this stuff is at, because we'd raid it. We'd take everything.
Yeah.
We'd be having V8 lug nut covers on our pickup trucks. Almost. Wow, those do go on really nice. There you go. Now to do the rest of the truck. All right, so we have all of our lug nut covers installed. We've got our new V8 badges installed. We're gonna pull this thing outside, hook it to our trailer, get it pulled in here, because we're about to head to the Stars and Stripes truck show down at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be there all this weekend, so make sure you guys come by and see us. While the Scania there, we're gonna be making laps around the NASCAR track. We're gonna see what the top speed is on this thing. Maybe it's the fastest semi in the US, who knows? It's gotta be faster than a Peterbilt, that's all that matters. And we're taking our pulling truck to Kenworth, so let's pull this thing out and hook it up to the trailer and get the trailer pulled in here and dropped. All right, so now we have the chance to use our Pro Remote instead of getting in and out of the truck to adjust the suspension. While I'm going to be unhooking my trailer, in order to unhook this trailer, before we do that, we have to drop the air suspension. So we will just completely drop it all the way down. Just like that. Look at that. And now we can remove the gooseneck from the trailer and load up our load, whatever it may be, whether we're hauling equipment or whatever, our pulling truck in this case to go to the truck show. Super duper handy tool right here. Peter just reminded me of something really cool because I reached in there to turn the truck off, but right now we don't need the truck running. So all we have to do is go to our engine, press stop. That's cool. Yeah. And then the light's turned off, but if we're on the side of the road and we're doing something like we're in a construction zone, whatever it may be, loading equipment up, we can go to visibility, turn our flashers on. Look, the trailer's even flashing too. And turn all of our lights on. Boom. That's cool. Ain't no Peterbilt doing that, that's for sure. Diesel heater's going on. I just had a light come on the dash because we haven't used it since last winter. It's doing a service. Has to run so often to make sure all this stuff is clean. All right, guys, we're gonna say goodbye to Peter. You're headed back to Nashville tonight, and you're flying back to Sweden tomorrow morning.
Yes.
It's a long flight.
Yeah, 18 hours.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have a...
I have a double stopover. So.
Oh my goodness. Who booked that for you?
Budget flight.
Yeah. Feel bad for you. But thanks again for coming over and installing the Pro Remote. There's lots of other cool things coming down the pipeline with this truck in the near future, guys. So make sure you stay in touch. We're going to tell Peter goodbye, but we're going to get the truck loaded up before we end the video off, so don't go anywhere. But nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Great new contact within Scania to get us some cool parts for the future.
Yeah, let's keep in touch.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are officially off to the races, quite literally, Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've got my pickup truck with the camper. My buddy Robert is going to be driving this down there with Ryan. Amber, my wife, is in the Scania with me, and we're going to be hitting the road. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, comment down below what do you think about this new Scania Pro Remote. I think it's a really cool piece of technology. And comment if you've ever had any experience with one of these, because there are several of them out there doing work already. And subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace.